Justice of the Peace and Knight of St. George, Sir Horace Radley, has received as visitors in his home there the widow of his brother, Malcolm Radley, and their daughter. His own daughter, who had been visiting her cousin and aunt at length, has joined them. Readers may remember that Mrs. Malcolm Radley entertained Sir Horace in Wiltshire in December, before he returned to his home near Cheltenham to celebrate Christmas. Elijah Tewkesbury. Lance drank coffee in the library of Merrywood Manor. After noting there was correspondence in the Times from his county, and even about Miss Radley, he set aside that impressive paper and picked up instead the little broadside published out of Cheltenham every Tuesday. He never read this paper, but now he found it almost interesting. He paused over the death notice of an elderly neighbour he thought had passed away years ago, and over the news that another neighbour had bought a new carriage and pair. He found the advertisements a revelation, since he never shopped anywhere but London. Finally, he turned to what he was really looking for. A notice on the back of the sheet announced an assembly 2 weeks hence, to coincide with the full moon. Lady Barnell would host it in her home. 2 weeks seemed a long time. Miss Radley might be gone by then, if she declined her uncle's invitation to live in his home. She had not sounded happy with the notion. He was debating whether to ride over to Radley's house, today or tomorrow, when a servant announced the arrival of his own visitor. A minute later, his brother Ives strode into the library, looked in his direction, and halted in his tracks. His green eyes bulged dramatically. He covered his heart with his hand, and feigned a swoon.
"Spare me the courtroom histrionics," Lance said. "I am truly overcome. It has been so long since I have seen you properly shaved that I barely recognized you. Did your valet tie you down while you slept and do the deed out of pique with your eccentricity?" "It was not eccentric, but practical. Why risk a nick if no one will see you?" "And someone will see you now?" Ives' brow furrowed. "I hope you are not planning to come up to town." "I may." Lance had no such intention, but his brother's attempts to govern his movements had grown tedious months ago. Instead of launching into one of his harangues about why that was not desirable, with suspicions about Percy's death still at large, Ives merely sat and stretched out his booted legs. Thus did sexual satisfaction mute even the loudest lion. Marriage to Miss Belvoir had wrought many changes in Ives, some of which Lance did not welcome. It was harder to goad him now, for one thing. "I suppose you are very bored here," Ives said, with uncharacteristic understanding for the endless ennui of being rusticated. "Come up if you want. I doubt you will get into any trouble, because there is no one in town now." "If that is the case, I will stay here, where I at least see a few souls when I go riding." Ives barely heard. The newspaper had garnered his attention. Angling his head, he read the announcement on the back. Suddenly alert, he shot Lance a glance of curiosity. "Are you so bored now that you are planning to attend this assembly? If so, you must warn the lady. I doubt she is expecting a duke." "Thank you for the lesson in county etiquette. Whatever would I do without you, Ives? No doubt just bumble along, embarrassing myself." That set Ives back for a moment. No longer, however. "Are you going?" He tapped the paper. "I don't know why you care." "I find it odd, that is all. You have not attended one of those since you were—" He paused and calculated. 17.